Hello, and welcome to the last episode of the regular series, Episode 6, Movement. I will begin by saying that you can't depend on this alone, and you need to focus about map awareness and timing as well, especially the uses of the minimap, bullets and footsteps, because everything is an indicator, you just need to understand them. First of all, we have several game modes in Ironsight. Team Deathmatch can be quite chaotic, but the rest of them have set objectives and can guide you, because you know where the enemies want to go. In this example, I do the thing I talked about last episode, the little wait. Then I start. I know where the enemies are because I can see them shooting at the teammates. On the minimap you can see this guy, and I just have to react on the last one with the minimap, and this is particularly important in Team Deathmatch. You can understand where the enemies are going to spawn, and sometimes you can use that in order to get several kills. And this brings me to tip 1 and tip 2. Use the spawns, but don't overextend. There is spawn protection in this game, and they can come from everywhere. When using drones, try to stay behind cover. Position yourself with the sniper so you don't have to meet anyone close like this. It can end badly, so keep them at a distance. You'll get them easily. In Ironsight, some of the maps are changing, so be careful when you walk around. Now, if you're not the one who's playing a sniper and you spot one, get away. Seriously, don't do like me. You'll just end up dead. I start this like an idiot. I see the grenade and still I throw my drone. It could have exploded and killed me. Luckily it didn't. And then I get ready. I see him and kill him, and then I use the window and wall as cover. After I killed him, I was thinking about leaving, but he was AFK, so I just killed him as well. And then I overextend again. It's always tempting, I know, but just don't. Here I'm playing secure point. I'm trying to go around, and because of the Molotov I have to go even further around. Notice that when I'm jumping, I'm checking to the right side because they may spawn from there. As you can see, when I get to the point, everyone is faced the other direction. So this is a good example of movement. If I had a silencer, they probably wouldn't have noticed me before everyone was dead. Here I use a smoke to get around and come closer. If you just take a look at the minimap now, you can see exactly where they are. I know this is difficult in-game, but it really helps if you can just take a quick look. You're just making it easier for yourself. You don't have to react if you already know where they are. And if you know where the enemies are, you can plan how to get in the best position possible by how you move. And don't forget to think about if you're running, sprinting or crouching, because you make sound too. I could just say that you should crouch all the time to keep quiet, but that wouldn't be true. Because a lot of times you need to sprint, or at least run, in order to get where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there. Spend some time looking at the map. Think where the enemies might be, and check all corners when you move around. Oh, this will happen. So don't always just rush in. And keep in mind on map awareness and timing. Because if you just start shooting at once when you see people, yeah, it doesn't really help now, does it? What good is it to be in a good position if you just reveal yourself and don't get anything out of it? So to summarize, use the minimap. Don't just stare at it, but use it often. And know where the enemy spawns, and use that to your advantage. Don't get too greedy. That's maybe the biggest tip I can give you. Don't be too greedy. With campers, snipers, even claymores, and spawn protection, you can't really afford it now, can you? There are covers and walls all over the maps. Use them. And for God's sake, stay out of the sniper's lane. You'll die. Again. I think that's all the tips that I can give you now. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck experimenting yourself. You will get experience in no time. Just try it and play to think about what you're doing. Don't just do things to do them. Like I said in the last episode, have a reason for your actions. Because if you do that, it will really help you. Keep in mind for footsteps and all sounds. Move to a safe place to reload. And if you know where the enemy are, then you have the power to surprise them. Just by how you move. Stay tuned for the Pro series and map overviews. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.
It only took us like 4 attempts. Holy shit, none of them realized shit.
That's hacking!
How come the last guy didn't even... 4 of his teammates have just been screaming in agony, and he doesn't give a shit.